wake up soon, and I will kill more.
Your Honor, just execute me there because I can't get any kind of justice. I'm tired. I'm at the end of my rope. What can I do?
George Eichwald told Romero to listen to 5 words.
You will die in prison.
This is Andrew Romero, a convicted cop killer from New Mexico, who is now serving life in prison for shooting Officer Greg Benner.
Andrew Romero can't even pretend to be sorry. Found guilty.
Officer Benner was killed during a traffic stop after pulling over Romero and his girlfriend, Tabitha Littles, because of suspicious license plates. Littles later told investigators that Romero had just robbed a fast food place in Albuquerque and used the money to buy drugs. They were on their way to commit another robbery when Officer Benner tried to stop them.
Right now, the thing that you need the most from all of us as a family is your support. You're all over the news. Everybody knows.
In court, Romero couldn't even pretend to be sorry. He smirked while Officer Benner's wife spoke, saying that Romero had sentenced her to a life alone.
A close friend on the force said this career criminal has no remorse.
During the trial, I watched the arrogant Andrew Romero scoff and find amusement in the videos and photographs of my friend laying in the street.
Just 2 weeks after his arrest, Romero called home asking for $20, acting like nothing had happened. Police later released surveillance footage showing him tossing the murder weapon at a gas station while trying to hide the evidence.
Show you that part of the video one more time. Prosecutors are focused on the one thing in that video, the white speck that appears to lead.
The gun was recovered, tested, and confirmed to be the weapon used to kill Officer Benner.
The state argued Romero is a career criminal, and today the judge agreed and tacked on another 40 years for the lesser charges connected to Officer Benner's murder last year.
Romero's smirking, careless attitude and the overwhelming evidence sealed his fate. His actions earned him a life sentence behind bars, where he'll spend the rest of his days. Next up, we have a guy who killed a police officer on a traffic stop.
So required to impose a 3-year minimum mandatory sentence on that offense.
This is Eriese, Tisdale. During a traffic stop, he gunned down and killed Sergeant Gary Morales. On the morning of February 28, 2013 in Fort Pierce, 25-year-old Tisdale was pulled over in what should have been a routine stop. Instead, he pulled out a Glock handgun and fired 7 shots at Sergeant Morales. The bullets hit the officer in the head, neck, and arm. Morales, a 35-year-old deputy, husband, and father of 2, was found dead inside his patrol car on Naylor Terrace. His family and community were left devastated. As Tisdale's case moved through the courts, something major happened in the legal system. In January 2016, the U.S. Supreme Court struck down Florida's death penalty system. The problem was that judges had the final say on death sentences, while juries only gave a recommendation. That was ruled unconstitutional, so Florida had to change its law. Under the new rules, prosecutors had to clearly state why they were seeking the death penalty, and the jury had to unanimously agree that there was at least one serious reason to consider a death sentence.
It is further ordered that you, Eriese Alfonso Tisdale, be taken by the Sheriff of St. Lucie County to the Florida State Prison and there be kept in close and secure confinement until the date of your execution is set. It is further ordered that on such time as scheduled by the Governor of the State of Florida, at the place of execution named in the Governor's warrant of execution, you be put to death. You are hereby notified that the judgment of conviction and sentence of death are subject to automatic review by the Supreme Court of Florida. You are further advised that you have the right to the assistance of counsel in filing and preparation of your appeal. If you wish to have counsel appointed for your preparation of your appeal, you may advise the court through your lawyer, and then counsel will be appointed on your behalf. You have 30 days, sir, to file an appeal. If you're unable to afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you.
In Tisdale's case, the jury did not reach the required unanimous decision for the death penalty. They did, however, find him guilty of 4 other violent felonies. Later, even the new 10-2 death penalty rule was also found unconstitutional, creating more legal complications. Because of all these changes in the law, Tisdale is still waiting for a new punishment to be decided. The following cases are probably the most famous cop killers in the world. First, we start with Markeith Lloyd.
Is this Mr. Lloyd, Markeith Lloyd? All right, thank you. Let's go ahead and begin these first appearances. Sir, you're here for the charge of murder of a...
There ain't no Markeith Lloyd. Who are you?
All right, you're here for murder of a law enforcement officer, attempted murder of a law enforcement officer, carjacking with a firearm, aggravated assault.
This is Markeith Lloyd, one of the most notorious cop killers in recent Florida history. In 2017, he murdered Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton while on the run for killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend, Sade Dixon. On the morning of January 9, 2017, Lieutenant Clayton spotted Lloyd outside a Walmart and tried to arrest him. Lloyd immediately opened fire. She was shot multiple times and died at the scene. As he escaped, another officer was injured when Lloyd's car struck his patrol vehicle. The entire city went into lockdown while hundreds of officers searched for him. For days, Lloyd bragged on social media and acted like he was untouchable. When police finally captured him, he refused to surrender peacefully. Officers found him hiding in an abandoned house, wearing a bulletproof vest, carrying multiple weapons, and armed with extra ammunition. During his arrest, Lloyd lost an eye after resisting and refusing to comply.
Hey, can y'all straighten these cuffs out for me?
Just 1 second, okay, guys? They coming out to do that.
They're real tight, but
No, they're
real tight. They numb my wrist off the cuffs.
In court, he showed the same attitude the world had seen during the manhunt: angry, aggressive, and defiant. He yelled at the judge, claimed police brutality, and insisted he was the victim. His behavior only made the courtroom even more tense, especially when the families of both victims were present.
I'm a grown man. I got God.
I know you do and you feel that way, but you should talk to your lawyer.
Markeith Lloyd made it a point this afternoon to speak up, not about the motions brought before the court, but how he's been treated.
I'm facing a lecture back then for somebody I have absolutely don't know nothing about, and they frame me. I come up with a better. I don't care. I got God. I got truth.
All right, Mr. Lloyd.
In between those motions, Lloyd's commentary.
Mr.
I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't never hurt nobody.
In the end, Lloyd saying his piece and saying goodbye to his family as he awaits his next court hearing.
The evidence against him was overwhelming: surveillance footage, witness statements, ballistics, and his own words. A jury convicted him of murdering Lieutenant Clayton, attempting to murder another officer, and multiple other felonies. On top of that, he was separately convicted for killing Sade Dixon and her unborn child.
Murder of a law enforcement officer.
I told you I ain't trying to kill your brother.
As to count one, so I previously adjudicated you of murder of Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. I hereby sentence you to death for the crimes that I have laid out in the sentencing order that I now filed with the court. Recess. Thank you very
In the end, the court sentenced Markeith Lloyd to death for the murder of Lieutenant Clayton. The judge said his actions were deliberate, cruel, and showed absolute disregard for human life. And now the serial police officer killer, Luis Bracamontes.
Just read the verdicts.
This is Luis Bracamontes. In 2014, he murdered 2 veteran police officers in California. A jury later found him guilty on 15 counts. He was in the U.S. illegally from Mexico. In court, he didn't just show no remorse. He seemed to enjoy it. He laughed, swore, and mocked the officers' families and the judge. At one point, he even said he wished he had killed more officers and would do it again. After that, the judge had enough and ordered him removed from the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen, step out of the hall.
And while in custody, the illegal immigrant from Mexico has continued to make threats.
We'll break out soon, and I will kill more.
Some defendants show little emotion because they claim they're innocent or try to downplay what they did. Bracamontes went way beyond that. His open hatred and complete lack of empathy shocked everyone in the room. The way he laughed, cursed, and taunted grieving families made the whole case feel even darker and more unsettling.
So claiming insanity isn't an option.
Public anger exploded, the media swarmed the story, and in the end, the court sentenced him to death. The next case is a bit more emotional.
It already turned out to be. Daniel Roberson, you're the reason why my husband is dead.
This is Ashford Thompson, the man responsible for one of the most shocking police murders in Ohio's history. In 2008, he executed Twinsburg police officer Joshua McTarion during a late-night traffic stop. just after 2 a.m. on July 13, 2008, Officer McTarion pulled Thompson over for loud music and suspected drunk driving. Within moments, the stop turned deadly. Thompson pulled a gun and shot Officer McTarion 4 times in the head. The officer's K-9 partner Baggio was still in the car, helpless to do anything as his handler was murdered on the roadside. Thompson fled the scene, leaving the officer to die in the street. A massive manhunt began and ended hours later when police found Thompson hiding at a relative's home. He was arrested with the murder weapon still in his possession.
I understand, what I did is a terrible thing, but I wasn't the only one in this situation.
In court, Thompson tried to claim he acted out of fear, but the evidence told a different story. Ballistics matched the gun. Witnesses heard the shots. And investigators proved Officer McTarion never even drew his own weapon.
I still don't have copies of the things that I've asked for. I don't have a copy of anything. I don't even know what the prosecutor's going to use against me.
Their trial.
Your Honor, just execute me there because I can't get any kind of justice. I'm tired. I'm at the end of my rope. What can I do?
The courtroom grew emotional when Officer McTarion's wife, also a police officer, described the pain of losing her husband and how their infant daughter would grow up without ever knowing him. Thompson showed little reaction as the details of the killing were laid out in front of him.
With your man. It didn't matter who Josh was. It didn't matter to you. My little girl has to go to a cemetery to sing happy birthday to her dad. And I want you to think about that. She sees a flag and she says, "Look, Mommy, it's Daddy's flag."
All counts.
We, the jury, being duly impaneled and sworn, find the defendant, Ashford L. Thompson, guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of the offense of aggravated murder as charged in the indictment.
The jury found him guilty of aggravated murder, and because he killed a police officer in the line of duty, he faced the death penalty. He was sentenced to death in 2010, a punishment the judge called necessary for the cold and deliberate nature of the crime. Today, Ashford Thompson remains on death row, remembered as the man who turned a simple traffic stop into a devastating tragedy that shook an entire Ohio community. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.